What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got a little tidbit of information for you guys to check out. This has to do with Battle of Legend, Relentless Revenge, and the fact that Revolver, a couple of his best boss monsters from the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, are going to be appearing in this set. This is awesome because I was wondering when, and really more importantly, how Konami was actually going to give us some of these cards. Obviously, Revolver is a huge character in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains series. In fact, if you look at the first four booster sets, two of the damn cards are, his cards or his boss monsters, like two of the cover cards from booster sets, Flames of Destruction, Topologic Trisbenia, and what's the other one? Circuit Break with Borlo Dragon. Like, he's obviously a character who's very prominent in the show, and a lot of his boss monsters definitely are push cards that Konami wants players to have access to, and they want people to get hyped about these cards. But when the cards aren't in core booster sets, as Borlo Sword Dragon, if I'm not mistaken, is in Cybernetic Horizon, so we don't have to worry about when we're going to get that. Some of these other cards, like this one right here, Topologic Gumlar Dragon, I don't understand why they changed that name. I'll talk about that in a second. We really don't know when we're going to get these cards when they're not in the core booster sets. Like, if a card ever comes out in the OCG and it's just a promo, it's not in like a structure deck or a core booster set, it's pretty much anyone's guess. And sometimes, you guys know, they do occasionally change structure decks and starter decks. Not so much anymore, but yeah, it could have been a very long time before we saw these cards. But it's pretty smart that Konami is getting us these cards as quickly as possible. The interesting thing is, this card is actually going to be legal for the NAWCQ as well as the European Championship, and I wonder how much of an impact it can actually make, because there is a ridiculously strong Goki play where you end up going like +7, and with Gumblar Dragon you get to take out like 4 cards out of your opponent's hand. Now, I didn't really think that this card was all that practical, and with that loop, it's actually ridiculous. The one problem about this play is it does require Summon Sorceress, or at least when I saw it on Tom Box's channel, MST TV, he used Summon Sorceress, and Summon Sorceress is unfortunately not legal for the NAWCQ. I think Summon Sorceress might be legal for the European Championship, but then the problem is it also uses Link Karibo, and they don't have that. So it's like, rip. Both I guess both territories will not be able to use this combo in its full glory, which is really a shame, because man, it's a +7 combo. You take 4 cards out of your opponent's hand, you leave them with basically no resources, and unless your opponent has like a raw spear mode or evenly matched plus like another copy of evenly matches, you can negate something because you have a Tri-Gate Wizard during this combo. There's almost zero chance that they can actually come back and, actually defeat you. And with no Maxi in the game, yeah, good luck actually having the counter to this. We know that Goki probably top 3 deck in the game right now, and if you gave it Gumblar Dragon plus Summon Sorceress, it would be even better. Now, let's talk about that Gumblar name. I don't know, is Gumblar like a real word? I mean, if I Google that, is it going to be something? Because in the OCG, it was Topologic Gamble Dragon, which I think made more sense, especially with the fact that you're basically, giving up cards to like get rid of cards in your opponent's side or in your opponent's hand. It's kind of like a little bit of a gamble there. Like, I think that the name makes sense, but Gumblar just is weird, and I think it's so unnecessary, especially for such a minor change. We also have Beauregard Dragon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really excited about this card. I think that it is significantly worse than Borlo Dragon. I think that it's worse than Borlo Sword Dragon. I don't really think that it's all that good, and I mean, even Borlo Sword Dragon, I feel like has applications, and people will definitely use like 1 copy in their extra deck, or maybe, some people will play it instead of Borlo Dragon. But I'm trying to think of what deck would rather run Beauregard instead of like the other 2 cards. I get it, Borlo Sword Dragon's not out yet, but I mean, honestly, they're just so many better Link 4s. The Link points are okay, but in general, I don't really think this is that strong of a card. It appears that both cards are actually secret rare. I could be wrong about this. I mean, maybe they're common, but let's be real. I mean, Konami has printed every single Topologic monster that Revolver has used so far in the TCG, whether it be Trisbenia or Bomber Dragon. Like, they've all been like these cards have all been secret rare, so I don't understand why Konami would switch it up. Same thing with Borlo Dragon. I don't really think that Konami is going to go with any other rarity other than secret rare. So This had the potential of really shaking things up. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a way to do the Goki play and you just use Gumbler Dragon and you don't actually need to use Summon Sorcerers. I mean, that would actually be really interesting. And then obviously, you know, there could be other events post this if none of the cards get hit where Goki do some really crazy things and maybe Goki becomes the best deck somehow. Anyways, whatever you guys think, let me know in the comment section below. Do you think that Gumbler Dragon can make a significant impact for the NAWCQ without Summon Sorcerers? It's so crazy that Summon Sorcerers is her legal date is the same date as the NAWCQ, which sucks because, you know, you have to wait 1 full week after the eligibility dates or after the expected ship dates or the arrival date for cards to actually be legal in the TCG. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos.